here. I went, oh, really? He goes, yes. And then the last time we came in, I did smoke. And when it was done, call it like wearing lucky underwear or something. I was like, we had a good flip back and forth. We were all jiving. We made the Rogansphere.
We did.
Yeah. We officially got the Rogansphere. We've been repping hard out there in the streets.
You should see us. We tell everyone.
I give my credits. I go from the Bonfire, Legion of Skanks, and most notably, the Rogansphere.
The Manosphere is a real subject. Like, people believe that it's real. That there's this, like, coalition of men, like, trying to convert young boys into the evil ways of being a man. The Manosphere.
I think that's the same thing as the Rogansphere.
No, the Manosphere, it's like there's levels to it.
Wrong.
Like Andrew Tate's the highest level of the Manosphere.
Of course.
Right? That's top G of the Manosphere.
Of course.
If you're like categorizing those things, the thing that you're most terrified of is a guy like Andrew Tate.
I was never like stoked on that kind of like.
Yeah, if I'm a young like Ukrainian girl.
Yeah. I've never been to that kind of like the Maxim magazine, Spike TV like energy of. What they're like, this is what guys want to see. A car crash and a girl with big
I had a
tits in a
Maxim
bikini.
magazine subscription, FHM.
The thing about it is, yeah, you're right, but also it works. You know, why try to reinvent the wheel?
No, it definitely works. I pulled myself out of that thing. So I was like, this isn't my, like, getting a Maxim magazine, like, hometown chicks in their bikinis. I'm like, these girls would never talk to me. I just have like, too much self-loathing to be into it. It's
Dude,
like,
if you could
here's
make
fancy
money.
clothes. Well, I don't fit in those clothes. Like, everything was just a bummer out of those magazines. So I would just get straight pornography.
Yeah.
And even now,
being short, some like other like dude, and now everyone's like trashing her because she was like, you can't make fun of short people.
Hey, go back to that. Go back to that what he said. It says, Lemon said he thought Kelly looked chopped. He said, I think she looks trans, Lemon said. In response, Lemon's co-host wrapped up the show saying, let's end on that note.
that's fantastic.
Bro, that editor hates him. There's no way that editor doesn't hate him and say, let's end on that.
Clockable's a hilarious thing to call a woman.
That is so crazy. But that's, well, also he's gay, right? So he doesn't know that Megyn Kelly's hot. She's just dangerous, like, super smart lawyer hot.
Is he out gay? I don't follow him. No, he's like an out gay guy.
Don Lemon? Yeah. Don Lemon's married to a guy.
Black guy?
I think he's married to a white guy.
Yeah. You're not going to put a black guy in your butt.
Jesus Christ.
That's what they do.
Are you sure?
That's what gay sex is. I don't know. This is probably the first time this has permeated the Rogansphere.
Yeah.
Gay sex.
You think the Manosphere would know something about this? But
so when I was a kid, when I was young, like there was no online, obviously. And the first time I ever saw gay porn was a girl that I met at a comedy club. I cornered by Metzger when he hits you with conspiracy theories. Cornered.
He stayed in my house a couple weeks ago.
He looms over you and just like tells you, "Oh, you didn't know? Oh, you didn't know?"
I tried to show him the Riyadh Comedy Festival rap that Krakamiko did.
shout out Krakamiko.
Shout out Krakamiko. It's so good, so funny. And he does this, and you know, it's a funny rap that this guy who's like a fan of all of ours just writes about the universe, what's going on here. And Kurt, I mean, it's just a funny thing. And every 30 seconds he stops and he goes, the guy who runs Riyadh is actually the guy who stopped the guy who kills people. Who does. I'm like, I don't care, dude.
It's just a funny song, Kurt.
It's just a funny song, dude. He's like, these people don't even know. It's not a big deal for Krista Stefano. I'm like, I think he's just making a joke. It's just a fucking comedy thing.
Yeah, he gets deep on everything. Everything has layers and layers and layers, and there's never a casual conversation with him.
I know he's unchecked.
Yeah, it's always one conspiracy into the next, and you got 5 in a row.
Yeah.
If you're on a podcast with him, you got to go, slow down, back up to the first one.
Like, Kurt, can we just have a surface relationship, please?
He can't. Well, he's my oldest friend in comedy. He's my daughter's godfather.
Yeah.
So it is such a funny. It's a genius of a guy. But
great
But it's
joke
funny
writer, too.
since I've like not been living near him when he moved to L.A. and then down to here. It's such an interesting like watching like there's no like evening person in his life to go like.
He has guns. That shouldn't be legal.
When he showed me the picture of him with a gun, I was like, that's terrifying.
He's holding it backwards.
He's fine.
How do you work this Jew UFO?
Did you see how uncomfortable Joe Rogan got when Big J Oakerson and Louis J. Gomez kept bringing up the Rogansphere? So uncomfortable, in fact, that Big J and Louis picked up on it and they kept switching the way they talked. So first Lewis, then switched to Manosphere because Rogan said Manosphere. And then when they were talking about Crack Amico's song, Big J just said the universe. Because they can tell Rogan just kept trying to change the subject. It's something he doesn't want to talk about, the Rogansphere. Even though there definitely is a Rogansphere. Rogan runs it like the mafia, and all his little boys are made men, which I find interesting now that Schaub is going after Bert Kreischer. I'm wondering if Rogan greenlit that attack because, you know, you're not allowed to just go after a made man, but just the uncomfortability he has when the term Rogansphere gets brought up. Do you think he doesn't want to be held responsible for these guys? Because the term applies to a bunch of guys who you could argue are no longer in the Rogansphere. Like, would you count Chris D'Elia as still in the Rogansphere anymore? But if someone who criticizes the Rogansphere talks about D'Elia, they would probably put him in. Do you think that's the issue? Because, let's see, who's in the Rogansphere? Schaub, Callan, D'Elia, Bert, Tom, the Legion of Skanks guys now, Mark Normand, Ari Shafir, Shane Gillis. I mean, the Rogansphere is big, but Joe just becomes visibly uncomfortable when people keep trying to bring it up. And next time Lewis should have said, hey, Jamie, bring up Crack Amico's song. Getting Joe Rogan's reaction to that song is probably hilarious. Although something tells me Joe Rogan has probably already seen that song. Would you consider Bill Burr technically in the Rogansphere? I don't think you would. But, I mean, they'll defend each other. Rogan will defend Burr and vice versa. It's just kind of odd to me how uncomfortable he got. So much so, Big J and Lewis adjusted to it and even changed their terminology. I guess Rogan doesn't like the Rogansphere title, mainly because so many people are going after him. Like, especially all the lefties who keep reacting to videos I upload, which is hilarious. I'll be watching Kyle Kalinske in the Vanguard, and they're reacting to like a Bill Burr video or some other video about some comedian. Then I'll look down at the video they're watching and see the channel name and be like, oh, you're watching my video. Kind of funny when they do that. I think Kyle Kalinske has done it like 3 times. For some reason, he keeps checking out all my Bill Burr videos. But it's just funny to me. So I wonder if he's trying to stay away from the Rogansphere, you know, name, because that's the thing people bring up when they criticize him. But he was so visibly uncomfortable when the Legion of Skanks guys were talking about it. But they are happily in the Rogansphere. So much so, they keep trying to make Brendan Schaub a thing. They even got him to do Story Wars when they were in Austin, and Schaub actually got to go to the mothership. Yeah, Joe Rogan would never allow him to do stand-up there, but I guess as like a guy on a panel doing Story Wars, that was okay. But let me know your thoughts in the comments.